Previously on Two Elves and a Dwarf.
If he's crying, console him. Tell him, even though he's a wuss, doesn't mean he's the biggest wuss in town. But it could be.
But he might
definitely a candidate.
See,
we haven't voted.
If I had to
Could be.
pick a fight on someone, like, if I had someone backing me up and I had to choose between Emmer and a dandelion, I'd pick the dandelion.
I'd pick Ebbie the goat.
But carry on, I'm very busy. I got a key to the city. We have no gates, so I'll have to find this key.
I have to make up a key and an hour.
I need a door and a key.
Right. I say, aye, Captain, and then I walk off.
See ya, Crookie.
He's dead in real life. Fuck him.
Oh my gosh.
Got an arrow for that bow?
You guys head off towards kind of where Alhan gestured, and you see Emmer just sitting on the log, just going, what to do, what to do.
I am singing, Drew.
just poking his head, going think.
Nope.
Think.
Singing, Drew, please sing.
Oh, you're singing a song. So.
And what's the song?
What,
Sorry, Emmer, could you
Remember
No,
me,
you're
Drew?
singing the song. This
Oh,
is
you
you.
sing.
get into the character?
Remember me.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
So he's
That's
just
all we-
singing
that's all we
there.
want.
And what do you guys do?
Oh, I walk up gently because I don't know if he's crying or not.
I run up
There,
to him with
there.
my bow legs all pitter-pattering. Because I'm super fast, so I'm leaving him in the dust. Being
Okay. So, Emmer, you just see Renton. There's a spring in your just hauling it right towards you.
What can I do for you, laddie?
I don't like your boss.
I'm right there with you, laddie.
And so then about 30 seconds later, I walk up. Oh, jeez.
You're freaking Fred.
And I say, Emmer, look at this. Look at this. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
That's a red cap.
Yes! Finally! I knew you were the smart one. Alright. And then...
Granted.
I mean, not the pretty one, but it's fine. So I hold up the skull and I say,
Not wrong.
we have to find the others. We just took it to Parish. He has no idea what this is.
Screw Pirish. We find PETA.
Good point. Peter. Wait, isn't he a kid?
No, we brought the big Peter.
We brought
back
big
with
Peter.
us.
Oh, good point.
He took off with that.
Little kid Peter should be here too then.
Alrighty, so you guys run up to Emmer. You show him the skull. What do you do?
I say, look.
That's a red cap skull.
Yes, quite. And so, I say, we need to find everyone else. Where is
Belron?
Belleron?
The Balrog.
Garrigek?
The Balrog.
Where's Belleron? Do you know?
No, but we need to find him.
We need to find him.
Don't forget, you guys were also worried about young and old Peter.
Peters.
Peter. I want old PETA.
Peter. And so I say, okay, you know where to find Peter.
I'll go find PETA.
You go find Peter. We'll find Balrog.
The Balrog. Cool.
Right. Ball. Yeah.
So, Renton, are you going with Cletus or are you going with Emmer?
I'll switch it up. I'll go with Emmer this round.
Okay.
Wow.
Renton and Emmer, you guys head
I like
off
switching it
to
up.
the main square, and you feel this, you start to hear this loud noise, and it's applauds as you're starting to walk into town. And the whole town is gathered around as you're walking down, this strip to get to this podium. And everyone's applauding, cheering, yes, Emmer, yes, yes. Oh, sir, yes, sir. You see small Peter hanging out right by the podium. I knew you could do it, sir. Yes, sir.
Thanks, laddie.
I love you, sir.
Yeah, you keep that up. You
I'm
remember
your best
that when you
cadet,
get old.
sir.
You are something. That's for sure. That is. You are a person, and you're a cadet. That's pretty cool.
Sir, shake my hand.
You got it.
Yeah.
and you just walk right up, and now Han kind of grabs you by your shoulders and like giving you a one-armed side hug, and he's just like, "We are gathered here today to really get to know our good friend here, Edmer. Now, what I've got to say is he's the finest dwarf in all of Chester.
Call me short.
Be the only dwarf that is short in Chester.
Calls me short.
And let it be known this, that I present him with the key," he hands you a sword, "to Chester.
That's no small
And
accomplishment.
you are now the keeper of the gate, or also known as the gatekeeper." And the crowd goes wild. Woo! And then everyone leaves.
I don't get a speech?
Nope.
I don't. I want a speech. It's okay. I'll give my own speech later.
But Peter's just kind of standing there. "Sir, will you sign this parchment for me?"
I would love to sign your parchment, Peter.
Peas all over.
Sign it, sir. He hands you a quill.
Quill, scratch, just auto, and we out. This is my first autograph signing, okay?
And
You
he
just sold your soul.
pees a little bit and walks away. And so what do you guys do now? You're now having this big sword in your hand.
So tell me about the sword real quick. Is it
So
like an
it's-
actual sword, or is it like...
No, it's an actual
So
sword.
it's dope?
Yeah, it's dope.
Two hand, one hand, hand and a half?
Two hand. It's
Hand
a
and
great
a-
sword.
Okay.
It's dope.
One normal hand, two-handed dwarf.
How big
I mean,
hands?
it's nice.
It's a nice
It's
sword.
nice.
Dope.
Yeah. I mean, in real talk, it's about 4d8.
It's about 48.
48?
4D.
Oh, okay.
4d8.
Man,
Duh,
48, that's a
48.
lot, dude. That's high.
That's actually a lot.
That's the
of damage.
continental United States right there.
Yeah.
For real? Not including Puerto Rico or the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, well, they're not on the continental United States.
I know that's
So geography's fun, but yeah, it's a nice sword.
What about Rhode Island? It's not a prototype.
No, it is. It's not an actual island.
There's a road to it.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go find Peter.
Peter's right in front of you.
Big Peter.
Okay. So, where do you want to look? Where?
He ran off that
Cabin,
way, and I'm
maybe?
gonna go that way.
Okay.
What's that way?
So you run down and you start heading towards where Peter's cabin was.
That's what I
that you
said.
blew up. And there's
Well,
nothing there.
What? What?
Blew up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And
Not in this
as you
reality.
guys start walking down the road, you see him and Ebby just laying in the field. Ebby's curled up on his chest, and they're just looking at the clouds.
I'm gonna walk up and smack Peter right in the face.
Yeah.
Okay, what was that for?
Then, we don't have the skull. Dang it, we should grab the skull. There's red cap skulls.
Red caps.
No. Listen, you dingus.
He stands up and kind of slouches to look at you. What are you saying right now, Edmer?
You know what I'm saying. We just fought red caps, and there's a red cap skull.
Red caps. Me and Abby got a big plan today. We're busy, man.
We gotta get together and get out
So we gotta like come together.
right now.
Like,
Over.
You wanna be
over
my
me?
lover?
Bow,
You
bow,
gotta
bow,
get
bow.
with my friends.
Okay. Man. Oh, it's starting to come back to me.
Do you remember that we walked into a room to get here?
Yeah, you're Renton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Man,
The
what is going on?
The bow-legged.
No one knows. We gotta
The
get
crook man.
the group back together.
here? Getting the band back?
Backstreet's back. All right.
All right. Ebby, sit tight.
The boys are back.
Get in my backpack. So he jumps in and gets in his sack. And what's our plan now?
We are going to go meet up. Where did you go?
We were going off to find
Big
Balrog.
Peter.
We'll go meet up there at the Balrog's house.
At Balrog's house?
That's what I said.
Oh,
We
yeah,
all
that's
have
right.
the
He was
same
jerking his
Belcher
meat.
house.
That's right.
Okay. Alright, well, what about Pyrish? Where's he?
We don't care about him.
Okay.
We talked to him back at the end, but he's not really buying the story yet, so we'll get him last.
But we're, oh, that's right. You're there. I'm not.
Yeah.
See, this is why I jump around groups. Gotta exchange information.
You just don't like.
I appreciate it. Okay. Well, I'll meet you back at your guys' big cabin. And how about you get Pyrish on the way?
We'll see what happens. Don't you tell me what to do, boy.
Not a boy no more, Emmer. Watch your tongue. And he just walks away.
There's a little tension there, isn't
0
there?
to 100. Hit him real quick.
So what do you guys do now? You're just chilling in this nice glade of
Do
grass.
you have a better relationship with Pirates
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Cletus
smack
does?
Pirish.
Okay.
So let's go hitch it back to town.
Okay.
To the inn.
Perfect. And Cletus, we're gonna go to you now. So you've been walking for a little bit. You decided to head home because you would assume he's off doing stuff at home. So you head back and you get to your cabin and you see Balron just making some jerky
Ooh.
and preparing
Tanning
it.
his hides and
Tanning
skins.
hides and jerking
Tanning his
meat.
Get his
hides,
hides and
preparing
playing
his
with his
skins.
skins. And
Yeah, and jerking
Getting
his
nice
meat.
crisp tan. So what do you do?
I go up, holding the skull, and I say, "Look at this."
wow.
Right?
Right.
Cut.
No.
And see.
Scene.
Just imagine
Fade
like
to
the-
black.
Just imagine the Owen Wilson. Wow. Wow.
And that's the end of the film.
And I say, "Do you know what this is?"
The skull.
But what kind of skull?
Dead skull.
Yeah, it's a red cap skull. Do you
Cool.
remember red caps?
Yeah.
We just fought one.
Yeah, I was there.
We came in here
Uh-huh.
through a door,
Yeah.
so this isn't real.
Yeah.
Come with
Yeah,
me.
okay, uh-huh.
Yeah.
I buy your story. What do you want?
I appreciate this grandma phone call that we have going on here, but like, just come with me.
Okay,
Come
let's
with me.
go.
And so then I go
uh-huh.
and I grab Belleron and I'm like, let's go find Pirates.
I'm taking the horse.
Okay, so you're just gonna and I'm gonna be like just walking.
Yep.
The weird guy holding a skull. It's okay. All right.
Okay, bye.
You're like riding together.
Nope. I'm not riding nobody with Cletus.
What?
Okay.
You don't want to get a devil's three-way with Cletus?
Not at all.
Renton
actually.
will. Anywho.
All right, so
Okay, bye, Cletus.
Edmer, you walk into Pyrish's inn, and Pyrish is just chilling, doing some dishes now at this point because the dishwasher quit as well.
Okay.
You have a good night, dude.
It's quitting.
Oi,
Eat from the terrace.
oi,
From the
Pirish,
terrace.
get me an ale.
You got it.
And he brings me an ale, and I take it and I throw it in his face.
What?
I say, "Wake up, laddie.
I am awake.
We need
I'm
to
right here.
We need to
I'm
meet
awake
up
and now I'm wet.
right now."
No, business isn't over
Smack
yet.
him.
Whack.
You listen when I talk to you, laddie.
I want to picture you standing on a bar stool just like a little kid right now.
So I'm gonna lean on the bar, kind of like put my hand underneath the counter, grab a cup or something, and then just bash him in the head with it.
Okay, give me a D.
And
Bar
the-
fight
a
and
D4.
demons.
And what material is this glass made out of?
Glass.
Is it a glass?
No, it's a
Anchored.
yeah.
Ceramic.
Okay, an iron tankard.
Okay, so you're trying to get me killed.
Hey, it's a 1.
Yeah.
One damage.
1 damage. Just take it.
Yeah.
I can't dodge a 1.
Nope.
No, that's the damage, not the
That's
hit.
the damage. I didn't have to
Oh.
roll the hit.
Oh, I thought that was a roll to hit. I was like,
Because it was a sneak attack.
Smash you in the
man,
head.
this is paradise. You hit on
And then I take the iron tankard that I just smashed his cap in with, and I pour more ale and I give it to him
I thought you were gonna like drain off your clothes.
As
into
a-
it and then...
as a peace offering.
I take it and say, "You coming with me?
Yes.
Then let's go. We need to
And I
find."
just stand there and all like, what the
Okay.
fuck just happened?
and scene.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
guys
sure.
all rendezvous back in the center of town where Edmer got his award. Windjammer and Balron are there. Cletus is huffing and puffing for trying to keep up. And the rest of you just came out at the inn. So you
Oh,
guys
wait.
are all together.
One more thing, real quick. I run back to the inn and I take the day's earnings and I put it into a bag
Nice.
and I'm leaving.
This was actually a really good day for you. We'll say you made about 150,000.
Yeah.
You got
Put
$8
it-
grand from my family.
Put it in my bag. I'm like, all right, guys, I'm back. I'm
All right.
here.
And so Windjammer comes, and then maybe like 2 minutes later, you hear me just.
Come on, pussy.
Shut up!
Is that Cletus?
Yeah.
It's like Cletus.
Oh, that's not what
Hey.
your mom said.
The
And so
Smegma
then I-
Master from Chester?
So I need the rundown. How does everyone know you, and how do you guys know this place?
This is where we're from. I say, completely caught up with my breath.
Finest sea trout in the entire country.
In the
best.
middle of the fucking landmass.
And best
This
cheese
is actually a
as well.
port. By the way,
It's a port city.
it's a port city.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know.
In case you couldn't see the ocean like right there.
Duh.
I can't see it with my bow legs.
Oh, I forget. Yeah.
No legs enter my vision, man. I just can't do it. Are you cross-eyed too?
Yep. I got a lot of things going on
You're
you don't know about.
crisscross applesauce.
Oh, he sounds crooked. I'm real crooked, dude.
Who's your crooked friend?
He's got one crooked eye.
You got the chameleon eyes, man.
Then I say, okay, here's the rundown. Found a skull from a red cap. Do you guys remember what went on? Everyone else does. Pirates, do you remember what went on?
We had to fight a big red hairy nippled red cap.
I'm fuzzy.
Do you remember coming through the giant
I
stone?
like the
remember being sad.
I'm just
Why though?
fuzzy.
Okay.
Man.
So
I'm not doing it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Foggy.
so-
Don't touch it.
Pull back.
Pull
You're
back.
here.
Pull back.
You're
Everything's
here
good. We look
right
good
now.
We're in heaven.
Peter, maybe you should stay here.
Life's great. Don't worry.
All right,
Yeah,
then.
Peter, why don't you stay here?
Come back to us. Come
Good,
back to
man.
us.
The adults will chat. And I say, hey, do you remember coming through a stone door?
Yes.
I remember where we
I've
entered
walked through a
from.
couple doors since I've been here.
No, before we came into Chester.
Remember, we just kind of walked in on a countryside.
That door
just saw
would have been
a-
my mother's uterus.
Up on
Chester.
A door.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I know that door well.
Straight
But this is a
door.
different
I know
door.
that, I know that door well.
I've walked through that door many times.
Great, guys.
And technically the vagina would be the door, not the uterus, but that's fine.
Okay, we just said that in the live recording. This
This is
great.
not live.
It is now.
Is this
It's
real
not
life?
live.
Anyways,
Anywho, giant stone door just up on that hill, somewhere up there. Do you remember?
no.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
great.
trust us on this. Sorry, what were you saying?
I'm asking Pirates if he remembers.
It's foggy. I vaguely remember. It seems like a distant dream than anything that just happened, like a memory from very long ago.
Okay, let me show you something really, really weird. Is little kid Peter
No,
next
he's
to it?
not around.
Okay. Who did you just see?
You
Edward.
guys?
No. Who did you see before? Did you find little Peter?
Yes.
Did you find a little Peter?
He looked
You
in his
peeping
pants.
Tom?
All he had to do was look in his own pants. He found little Peter.
Call
We
him
don't,
short.
we don't need to go into
Call
dwarf
me
anatomy
short.
right now, okay?
What do you mean, little Peter?
It was you.
I am me.
It
But
was
younger.
young you.
Like
You
when
dingus.
I was a kid?
Indeed, laddie.
I'm sorry.
Where are we going?
What?
It's about 10 years too late, but it's fine.
Bring it back.
I'm sorry you met me again.
Why is that, laddie?
I was a little shit.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong, laddie.
But I was probably a big annoyance to you, wasn't I?
Little bit, laddie.
But nothing compares to how annoying you are to me now.
Slap it. That's slapping.
Got him. Got him.
And I'm gonna say, I signed a paper for you.
Your goat is
What?
dead.
Oh yeah, I'm freaking. I'm freaking. Ebby's dead. What you gonna do about it?
Ebby's right here.
That's not real Ebby. That's freaking fake Ebby.
You know,
His
I-
face drops and goes, oh yeah.
I try and touch Abby to see if it turns into anything.
Ebby
You
bites
try and
your hand.
squish it.
Ebby bites your hand.
That's man.
Son of a... Go. That's Ebby.
What do we need to do to get out of here? He wipes some tears from his eyes.
I think the ruins would be a good place to start.
The ruins.
So what?
Being our last day in Chester.
Do you remember?
I remember
The
our last
very
day Chester.
last,
The one where it exploded? Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
where you had your vision. That
Go
wasn't
back
there.
there.
Was it?
We went to the bear to go kill it. Do you remember this?
Yeah, way back when. Not the,
Way,
not the
way
recent
back
one.
when.
All the way back.
And now, did anyone leave anything here?
I left all my stuff.
I left the love of my life.
I left a little bit of seed somewhere, but I won't say where.
Did any? I mean, and no one left anything, right?
I mean, he signed parchment paper for someone.
Ah.
Is that bad?
Who-
Yeah, clues.
Who
and
was it?
stuff.
Who was it for?
It was for little Peter.
Okay, well, I'm super superstitious. Let's go find that paper.
Okay.
Because I don't trust this magic that's going on. And signing your name
paper.
somewhere, I don't think that means anything good. So just to be safe.
So we're searching for Mini-Me.
We're searching for Mini You. Yes.
Mini Peter.
Doesn't that destroy the universe? Isn't that how
This
time
isn't
travel
time
works?
travel.
Hey, it could break the spell.
I'm not a learned
It could just
man,
be an illusion.
but
It could break whatever
me and my
spell we're
one
in.
eye will keep a lookout.
Good plan.
I've never seen Back to the Future.
It's
So-
okay. It's not.
How dare you?
What?
Side-
Completely meta right now.
Sidebar. How have you not seen Back to the Future?
Anyways, the
It's an American class.
Don't look at me.
Movies
Don't
don't exist.
They do right now.
okay.
I love Back to the Future.
So Peter starts looking
1,
around.
2, not 3.
Peter. He's just clapping around trying to find himself.
I'm just gonna
Peter,
let
Peter,
out a
Peter.
big old yell.
Can we hear it?
Peter!
Peter looks around.
You just trail
Shut
off
up.
like that.
Emmer, shut up.
He loves me. He'll come when I call.
He respects
You
me.
hear, sir, you called?
What I say, laddie?
Oh, son of a bitch. I'm gonna take 5, guys.
Then, okay, little Peter shows up.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up, Manila?
Solid.
You know it's
Sorry.
me, right? Peter.
That's
right?
why. Did you not hear me? Yeah, I know it's you.
You're acting weird, Emmer.
You're acting weird, man.
Cut his head off.
What? Okay. Okay.
Oh.
What do you need, sir?
Do you have that paper I signed?
Paper.
Remember, you asked me to sign a parchment or something? I don't really remember. I just signed a lot of
What
autographs.
paper?
You playing with me, boy?
Sorry, I've been off hunting all day. This is the first time I came back. I decided to go get a drink at the tavern.
Okay, so let's run this back. So you're telling me you didn't come to my big old ceremony where I wasn't allowed to give a speech that I totally should have been allowed to give?
What ceremony?
Remember giant sword thing I have now, which is a key, quote unquote? Nothing?
Oh, yeah, you were supposed to be gatekeeper. No, I'm sorry. I was off hunting.
You missed my gatekeeper ceremony?
Yeah, I wasn't there. How was
That's
it?
what you're mad about?
You're missing a very key detail to this statement.
Why you gotta do me like that, dude?
I'm sorry, sir. I was off duty.
Yeah, but like it meant a lot to me, you know?
I'll be there at the next one. I'm sure
There
you'll
is
be
no
So
there.
next
you've
one.
never met me before.
No, how are you? I'm Rent.
You're renting too?
My name is Peter. Nice to meet you, my
Holes in
friend.
his
It's
story.
nice to meet you, little man.
What is your name?
Renton.
I love your legs.
Thank you. Worked real hard on
Very
these.
They look nice.
They've gotten me a lot of
No.
attention in my
What do
day.
you do for a living?
Oh, you know, hunt things.
'Cause
Gather
you
things.
could make a perfect soccer goal if we ever run out of goals.
Oh! Good one!
Are you good at riding horses?
But yeah, sorry,
good at mounting.
sorry, sir. I'll try to make the next award. I'm sure you'll get another one.
Well, of course, it's what I do. Okay, I
I'll
get it.
promise I'll beat the next one.
If you
Sorry.
don't, check yourself.
Before I wreck myself,
very
why'd you
important
Yeah,
talk?
detail.
yeah, that's right. Exactly like I talked. What's the number one rule?
Walk it like I talk
It'd just
it.
be crazy.
Exactly. exactly.
Exactly. Amen. Hallelujah.
And
Hallelujah.
Namaste.
he grabs his stuff and walks away and says, "We'll see you."
Bye, laddie.
All
Well,
right.
Peter
Well,
goes back and
piece.
says, "Man, it was a tough time before my balls dropped."
So you're just cool that you signed a piece of parchment and you can't find
Well,
it now?
obviously that's an issue. Okay, duh.
Well, maybe we should focus on getting out first.
Let's get the freak out of here, boys. Let's
All
go. What did we do? We went to hunt a bear. Let's go kill the bear again.
Yeah.
You guys said something about a ruins. I think let's head for it.
That's on the way to the
let's
bear,
head to the
or the
ruins.
bear's on the way to the ruins, or something. I don't know.
Bear's on the way to the ruins because
Sure.
the bear was first.
Sure, it
Yeah.
was
Well, let's find us a bar.
a
bear.
A bear.
A bar. That's what I said.
There's an E there. A bear.
Let's hunt us a bar.
B-A-R-E. A bear.
Okay, so
Beer?
where do you go to drink?
The tavern.
You're right. You're right. Let's go on a bar, dude.
You're right.
You're right. You're right, dude. Let's go get us a bar.
I'll swallow it. It's cool.
swallow it. Just swallow it.
Alright, so you guys are bar hunting, and you guys are following the same trails before. After about 2 hours, you slowly work yourselves up, and you see a dead carcass with a couple arrows sticking out of it in front of this huge gate.
So we've
What
already.
type of carcass?
So
is
we've
it?
already been here.
No,
Man.
Do we know what type of carcass?
You guys
it is?
remember
It's a
when I
bear.
totally saved
It's
you
a
and
bar.
killed that bear?
Okay, can I find the hole that I put my head in this fight?
Like your body imprint.
No. I stuck my head in the dirt and then I got shot in the butt.
That's right.
Anyways,
yeah,
let me...
it's kind of looks like a gopher hole now, but it's
Okay.
right by the bear's head.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to do an investigation check to see if I can see how long this bear's been dead.
Okay.
All right. Well, that is a 13.
It looks like a couple hours.
Couple hours. Oh, okay. All right. So this was like just at the base of the steps, right?
No, this was right before the gate.
Oh, the gate. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So,
Onward and upward, boys. I killed the
Onward
bear
and upward.
once.
Okay.
Apparently
so
twice. Kill it again.
You guys open up the gate and you walk through, and you're walking through the city, and it's all ruined and broken down, but it's like fine craftsmanship that you haven't seen throughout really your whole travels.
Does it look the same as it did
Exactly
the previous time?
same. The
Okay.
same snowfall, the same everything. And as you're walking up, there's footprints in front of you that people have been here before you.
me being a tracking expert, I lean down and be like, "These look fresh."
Me being
Are they fresh
a
though?
better, more expert at tracking, lean down and see if they're actually fresh.
They are both fresh, yes.
He's correct this time.
Oh, good.
What have I guessed otherwise?
He's right. He's correct.
So you guys
Good.
continue upwards, and you finally, at the middle of the city, there's this huge marble building with stairs leading up to it. And the door is wide open.
I
Descent.
charge on in there. I'm sick
Alright.
of this game.
You guys all just run right up there.
Sick of this
You
tomfoolery.
you're up in front of this. You finally get up to the top, and it's this room full of marble with this spiral staircase leading down to the basement. You guys descend it, and you're just stuck. Like, you're just frozen solid in shock. Lying on the ground are your bodies in the circle, each with an orb in its hand. In between these statues, there's a floating green gem rotating around, about
Dibs.
the size of a thumb.
Thumb.
A green thumb.
Green thumb.
Good.
I run in and grab it.
You just go up
Okay.
and touch it.
Yep.
You go.
I don't touch it, I
Good
grab
plan.
As soon as you grab it, the whole room starts to dissolve. And slowly, like, you feel the spinning motion just dragging you around. And then all of a sudden, like, with a pop, you guys are back in this room with the red caps. You guys feel hungry and famished. The skull you're holding, Cletus, is an actual skull from a red cap that's been dead forever.
And I go,
The
Drop it.
food and drink you guys have been eating, you guys have been chewing on old bones, and like you have been
Ooh.
just like leftover blood that's on the ground.
Oh.
Just
I saw the
anything
dope
you
sword
can
though, right?
find. Nothing that was there in there
Damn
was
it.
kept.
I knew it.
I know there's no way I was keeping that much gold. Like,
I'm just imagining that scene in Avengers Infinity War, spoilers by the way, where it's like, your home? It was. And it was beautiful. And then it just all dissolves. Anyway.
Exactly. And in this room, you just see bodies and bodies of these people.
So tell me, bodies on top of bodies.
Bodies on top of bodies.
And did the
Bodies on
bodies hit the
bodies.
Bodies on
floor?
top of bodies.
Yeah.
Did
Okay.
we let them
Bodies
hit
on
the floor?
bodies.
And
with bodies.
that green gem
No one knows what you're
is,
referencing besides me right
is
now.
gone as well.
dang.
But in this room, there's the door you just came from that's completely shut, and then there's a small door on the left.
I go up and I'm going to do an investigation check, or actually a perception check to listen
'Kay.
to the door.
Which one?
Alright, the one on the left.
The little
Okay.
one.
The small one on the left,
Okay.
not the stone ones that we came through.
Yeah,
And
this
that
is a small wooden door.
yes, an 18.
Okay, and you put your ear up to it, and you kind of hear a little breeze coming from it.
Edmer, this is for you.
Not me. It's me. Cool.
And so then I go and I open up the doors.
Okay. You open up the small wooden doors, and it is just a small tunnel. So small that you couldn't walk side by side with each other. Just single file. And it just leading on into darkness.
I turn to the rest of the group and say, "We going in?"
Well, I'm not staying here.
Are there any other doors that we can see?
There's one behind you that you came from.
The main stone door. That opened
Well,
up.
we ain't got another choice, my friend.
Onward and inward, I guess.
Onward,
Inward.
outward, and upward.
Inward and inward.
All right, so then we go.
Wait, who's leading this pack? Because we gotta pick an order.
See, I'm kind of a
Single.
puss, so like, who wants to take point?
I got it.
I
Oh,
just got
man.
point.
And since I'm a little taller than Edmer, I'll follow point behind him. That way I can shoot over his head.
And you give me second point.
Yeah.
Short jokes. I can't.
I am protecting you.
I don't need protection, man.
Really? Because you've passed out a few times since I've been here.
Okay.
Hey.
We don't
Who
need
has
to do
powers?
this. We don't need to do
Who
this
has
right now.
powers though?
Who has powers that actually work?
Okay, you know what? You pissed me off.
I do.
I'm gonna freaking blow him over. I'm just
So
pissed.
you're gonna stop what you're doing and blow Renton?
Yeah, just blow him to the ground.
This is why
Just-
I joined this group in the
just
first
blow
place to
it.
get blown.
Give
Dude.
me a d20.
Please be nat 20. That's an 8.
Nothing happens.
Dang it.
You go, you know what? You get in his face, you go, throw your hands up in the, like, to push him.
Then I patty cake him.
There you go. That's what happens.
Can I feel my powers, though? The little tingle thing.
Yes, you
Okay.
can.
I feel a little
Back here.
tingle.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay, so you could feel it here, but you couldn't feel it in there.
Yes.
Interesting. Don't know what that means. Probably doesn't mean anything. Soldier on.
All right.
So you guys start walking down this tunnel, and it is just when it's the same lit up by the blue symbols
All right,
that
answer
were
the
from the
question I had.
previous one. But every time you step and pass like 5 feet, it goes dark behind you. So it feels like you're just encompassed within this blue shimmering glow, and then onward darkness. So you guys walk on forever and ever. You
Like, literally?
Yes.
no,
Like, this is-
that's the end. Yeah.
Like, this is it? This is
Until
fun, guys?
Until I don't have
Well,
food anymore.
Thanks for listening,
Okay,
everyone.
No,
Thank
so
you.
like you continue walking down this tunnel, and you have to stop and sleep 3 times. You have to set up camp within
Never
this
sleep.
tunnel.
Alright.
Because it feels like days have passed if you've just been walking in this tunnel. There's so much blue light and so much darkness that you're starting to go a little mad in the head.
I love the dark.
And you've had to use half of your rations already. You only got about 4 or 5 days left of food, and this tunnel just keeps going onward and onward. And for the first time in 3 days, finally you arrive at something that's different. You get to 2 black doors, like the ones that you just opened after 4 days walking through this tunnel.
Wow. 4 days.
And we just came back to the same spot, we think. We
Um,
presume.
Okay, so is it a door on the right and a door on the left?
Nope, just
or
2 black double doors.
2
Leading to this tunnel. There's nowhere else. You can turn back and go the way you came.
Screw that. We don't have the provisions for that. We gotta go.
Forward.
Okay, we're
Onward.
gonna play the smart
Empress.
people. Okay, we're gonna send in groups. Okay, in case we get stuck again, and then I don't know. They'll just go to the ruins, I guess, and grab the green thing. But so 2 people go in, the rest of us chill. Who
I'm
wants to be
expendable.
brave? We got 1 expendable. Who else? Who else doesn't matter? Renton it is.
Just-
Perfect.
I was gonna say
Perfect.
he's gonna need someone that has some combat
We're
experience.
sending
I'm
in
going-
Crutchy.
Come on,
Crunchy and the cheese.
It's
ball.
alright, I'm the one that saved us from the
Crookie.
big red cap in the first place. So have fun without me.
Crookie and cheese.
So
Well,
you
you
guys
woke up and you
open up
shot
the
him in the
door
butt.
slowly,
No, the second red cap, the big one.
and you guys walk right into a torch-lit stone chamber. And give me a perception check, Renton.
Sit down.
I'll be humble.
Hey,
That's right.
Sit down, be thou humble.
6.
6. Okay. For the first time, besides listening to your companions for the last 4 days and having to endure them and live with their stink and all sorts of manners of being in close quarters for 4 days, you hear something different. You hear footfalls echoing from above you. And you look to your left and you see a staircase leading upwards.
I looked to Cletus and like, we should go follow those footsteps.
Are you saying that out loud, or are you just like
No.
pointing? Okay, good.
Screw it. Let's head. I head nod it.
All right, let's go up the stairs.
What do you guys do?
I'm head nodding.
Because
I
when
call-
the
I
door
call to him.
opens,
Is it
you
okay?
see him.
Hey!
Do we hear them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't say anything due to the fact of the footsteps. Actually, I do a secret knock on the door. Just real quiet, like just tap tap.
But we have no idea what's going on.
We have no
That
clue.
I
means-
just want them
Sorry,
to know that I'm
I-
okay.
That
I yell
means come
again.
in. Buzz! Kicking the door in.
It means help.
You kick the
We're in
door in?
trouble.
I kick the door in.
Okay, you kick the door in and you see Renton and Cletus just standing there like, dude.
Sorry, that knock was so weak. I thought you were hurt. That knock was really
But still,
weak.
just
Do we hear
steady,
those footsteps going? Okay,
just steady footfalls.
Cletus, take a gander.
All right.
Poke your head up there, dude.
All right, I go. I position myself. I sort my nuts, and then I sneak up the stairs.
Okay, so you crouch and start sneaking up the stairs. As you're starting to go up, they start to curve and go into a big spiral staircase, and it keeps going up and up about 4 flights of stairs. And it gets to this room, and it's just open room, and it looks really nice. Like it's, you could tell it was very kingly. It's huge, very spacious. It had beautiful tapestries hanging up, but they've been like defiled, and there's this huge, enormous bed, but it's been smashed to pieces and thrown in place and some stuff. And so you can tell this was a very nice room, and you're starting to hear those louder footfalls, but they're kind of echoing into this room. And you look to your left, and you see that opens up into a balcony that overlooks something.
All right, so I'm actually going to get.
Is it safe up there?
I go,
Hey!
and then I army crawl over to the balcony and peer over the side.
Okay, so you peer over the balcony, and what you see is interesting. So you see about
That's it.
30 red caps
Yeah.
standing in a semicircle around this huge dark black pit. One of the red caps has an enormous drum strapped to his chest. He starts slowly banging it, and they're marching in place. This was the small footfalls. And they're carrying sacks of what looks like food and bodies and all sorts of supplies. And the drums are echoing, and the footfalls are going. And then you see something that makes your blood go cold. A creature emerges from this dark pit. It's black, and it's matted, and it stands a good 3 feet taller than the rest of the red caps. And one by one, the red caps dump the supplies at its feet. And he slowly eats it and is like, so everyone is like paying him and giving him all sweets and everything and all their stuff they have, and then they walk away. And as he starts to eat, you see 2 enormous black leathery. Say it for me, someone. Leathery. Thank you. Wings emerge from its back,
Oh, shit.
and it's muscular and huge. And he slowly starts to eat.
Say it
And in the left corner, you can see something. It's a small pillar of light, and you see the gates right to the back of this demon.
Sneaky sneaks. Sneaky sneaks.
All right. So I slowly, like even more gingerly than before, army crawl back.
It's
to
like
the
not even
staircase.
move, but just
Exactly, just like hover back. And as I go
Fingertips.
all the way back, yeah, just finger tipping all the way back, I slowly go down the stairs and I say, "Everyone,
Panic.
we are going to die."
I don't like that.
what makes you say that?
That's not good.
Don't be a
are,
bitch.
we are going to die here.
What'd you say up there, pal? You seem a little shooken.
You're gonna die here.
And then I frantically look around, and is there any other way out, or is it just black doors, staircase going up to the left? Is there anything else in that first room where they're waiting?
Nothing.
There's nothing there.
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Did you find a way out?
I gotta think. Edmer, teach me how to think like Pooh Bear.
You go like this. You go.
Remember me.
Think.
Okay. So I say, okay, everyone. There is. Now you're gonna think I'm crazy.
We already
There's-
do.
I'm not as crazy as Edmer.
Good point.
Buddy.
But wait until you hear this, Petey boy. There's
Pablo.
Petey boy. Yeah, and you, Renton Tarantino. There is a demon that is receiving offerings from the Redcaps just up there.
That was
Nah.
What does demon look like?
This demon was black and muscular, and it had these giant wings that fanned out, and he came up from this dark, bottomless pit.
Demons ain't shit.
Well, the pit has to have a bottom.
I don't know.
Like stories or folklore from being in the mountains.
You would have to see it for yourself.
Okay. I respect that.
And then I say, everyone, if we decide, okay, we don't have enough rations
To go
to go back. We have to go forward.
Well, did you see anything else?
I saw gates right behind it, a pillar of light.
That's the exit.
That sounds like a way out.
Sunlight. I could use that.
Anything is worth fighting to get out.
Debatable. And I say, okay,
Let's just sneak past it.
Maybe we should go up and get a look for ourselves.
Yeah, let's.
Can't we just wait for it to go back in the pit?
and I say,
I don't think that's gonna work in this situation.
And I say he was getting sacrifices. I'm assuming this. I don't know how often this happens. Maybe it's once a week. I don't know. But each one of you come up one by one and crawl
I don't
towards the balcony.
You probably don't need to.
I'm not.
Your armor's just your armor's just scraping the ground.
So I'll go up first to take a little gander.
So, Renton, you walk up to this and you see this black, matted, winged creature just devouring this food. The red caps keep bringing him back. They're like going single file now, retrieving
Almost
more
like
food.
a assembly line
Yeah,
type feed.
bringing more food to him. And at one point, you even see him pick up a red cap and just rip him in half and throw both halves into his mouth. And he is just devouring it, and it's huge. And give me a nature check.
Oh,
Yeah.
so is that just?
You don't know anything about nature.
This is just the 3, I think.
A 3? Okay.
Good job.
So, just because you have been accustomed to living here and you've studied a little bit coming into this mountains, you did know of a legend of a black lurker living somewhere in this cave. And that's one of the reasons the Yord left and had to leave, because with the lurkers, you know that the red caps see them as gods, as deities.
Okay.
And they're extremely powerful and are poisonous to the touch.
That was perfect
my mouth.
timing.
You want demons? Because that's how you get demons.
So
And they stand a good 8 feet tall, and they're just extremely strong, and they can fly.
I look over at Renton and I say, fuck did I just do?
He ain't
after
no
I go
shit.
back down,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you
yeah.
relay
Well,
the
of course.
message
Yeah.
to your friends.
And then I start telling them that I've heard about this beast before, and this is like the Red Cap's god, and they're nothing to trifle with. This is why I haven't come.
I've
to
always
caves.
wanted to kill a god.
Okay, so
So that
if
makes
we get in a
one,
fight, that's Emmer taking point. I just want
No,
that to be
No,
noted.
Edmer, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Why are we listening to a
Listen,
simpleton?
listen to me. You don't want to fight this. Okay, it's fine. I mean, if it were just that, but there's about 30 to 50 red caps.
Dude, I got red caps locked down now. Okay,
Short round.
I've killed like
Listen
one.
here,
I've blown so
killed
many
like
red
one.
caps.
Killed so
Okay.
They ain't nothing now, dude.
this is the biggest congregation you guys have seen. You don't know these mountains like I do. This is nothing to fool around with. We need to get out.
Yeah, out's right over there. You said.
If you know the mountains better than us, then how do we get past it?
You know,
What's through that door?
the mountains. Out.
Well, it's obvious. We either need to. Did it look like they were slowing down, bringing them food?
They started pretty much assembly line.
At some
by the time
point,
I
you
got
eat
up
so
there.
much you're sleepy. So, like,
He didn't look like a Snorlax.
So
to
by
me.
that logic,
So we
I mean, I get sleepy.
and there's no way down, is there?
The only way back is the way we came, and as we have discussed, we have no provisions for this. They
Well-
have a bunch of provisions in there if we can sneak in and grab some and travel back, but
I
that's
guess-
just stupid.
That sounds like
I
a
guess
bad
we
idea.
need
Yeah.
to descend from the balcony. We climb, and we'll have to sneak past this man.
we climb.
We climb.
We climb.
Onward.
We climb.
To the climb.
And then that's the climb.